Hello, everybody. Just getting started here. Have a couple things I need to do still, and I forgot one of them. But we're sitting outside. Actually, right now we're at Cedar Rapids Airport. That's where I'm based for OnAir. I'm sitting in the King Air. Just got this plane yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, and I decided that I was going to needed to go find one. I found one up at St. Paul in Minneapolis. Did my check ride, and then just was looking for a flight. So I ended up flying down to HUF. Shit, I just completely lost my train of thought. Anyway, flew down to. Um, let's just bring this out. I can tell you where we're at. Only thing I can think of is Huntington Beach, but I know it's not that. I flew down to Terre Haute. There we go. Terre Haute, Indiana. So I'm sitting there now. I'm looking for just a couple flights. Probably do one this morning and then maybe one this afternoon, or I might just do them back to back. I'll have to figure out, see what's going to happen here. So let's go ahead and look for some jobs. I think there was one that was going up north, um, up to Wisconsin. And then there was another one I was interested in that was going down to like back down to Mount Pleasant, which is where I have my other plane. I just need to find it. I hope to God nobody took it in the meantime. Uh-oh. How do I show them all? I thought there was a way I could look at all of them. Let's just do it this way. We'll search by pay. Oh, shit. Oh, these are long haul. Longer haul, I should say. Man, those are some nice freaking. That's a damn good amount of money. 36,000 for a flight. Where's this one going? That's going way south. 125 for 9 passengers. Oh, it's a two-leg flight, which is okay. Taco, how's it going, man? Thanks for following along, Keith. 61 medical transport. I can't do that yet. Oh, here we go. See, that's what I hate. You got to go down there and then you got to go back. I don't think I can take 9 passes. No, you can't. You got to do it in 2 shots. So that doesn't help me any. So I can't do that one anyway. Plus, we have to wait on it. Don't want to do that. But anyway, these are longer flights than I wanted. So I got to change. I've got to change my from short haul to small trip to get it closer to where I want to go because I don't want to go that far. Yeah, that's a hell of a haul right there. That's why it's 125,000. So here's a one-legger, 43,000 down to Florida. Oh, Sanford. Down to Sanford. Oh, this must be the locations of all the flights. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Okay, so anyway, let's go back to I think it's short trip. No, maybe it is. Oh God, what is this? Please help me. Oh yeah, Mount Pleasant. That's just south of me, Keith. South of actually where I live. Anyway, the one that we're looking at, I believe, was right up here. Yeah, 6 passengers. Yeah, and then if I go, I'm going to take that one right now. It's nice pay, 19,000. Should be like a 2-hour flight. And then after that one, can I just go there? This is what I'm not exactly sure I like about this. Okay, I can go here, and then I can do a search for flights from here. Where do I do that at? See, this is the one thing I'm just slowly getting used to. Oh, here we go. Slowly getting used to the interface. Okay, then DTW or TWM. There's one that goes down. I thought I was looking. Oh, there's one even that goes to Iowa City. Not very much money. I mean, that's basically 10 minutes from my house, 15 minutes from my house. That's where I actually got started. That's where I did all my flight training. Was at Iowa City and then at CID. Here's the one I was looking at because it pays a little bit more. This one pays 10 grand, and this one only pays 4 grand, and it's what is 325 miles versus I'm guessing maybe 360, 366. I definitely take that one at MPZ. And so that's kind of my plan for the day. I'm gonna grab this one up right now. It's basically that should be about an hour and a half or so in this plane. So let's go back. Aircraft. We're gonna search. We're gonna grab that one first. And that one pays 19,000. Looks like it's ready to go. It expires Thursday. So I'm gonna grab it now before it expires. We're gonna take that. And now if we go back and look at our logistics center, or pending, I mean, I'm getting used to this. I don't want to show missions. I'm getting used to this. So we got this right here, Huffington up to KTWM, which is Hegelson. It's like it's about as far north as you're going to get in Wisconsin. Oh, that's actually in Minnesota. I was thinking it was Wisconsin, but it's Minnesota, which doesn't matter. But that's the plan. So let's go ahead and get this thing set up. We're going to fly the King Air. Now the fuel thing is what puzzles me. I don't want to go 100%. I don't want to put anything in the aux tanks. I just don't like it because that way you're battling. If I can make the trip, I should be able to make the trip easily on filling these up to 100. Think it's like 400 gallons. Yeah, 428 gallons, which should be plenty. And I got plenty of can add a lot more cargo if necessary, but I'm not looking at oh nice. I've seen TMC trucks. They're black with the silver silver wording, aren't they? I'm pretty sure. See a lot of TMC trucks on 80 back and forth. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, so we're gonna leave the fuel there, 428. God, this gasoline is an ass beating. $8. Man, I bought it in St. Paul for 450 or 472 a gallon or something like that. Holy crap. Let's go ahead and confirm and go fly. So I have to start up Discord here real quick. It'll take me 2 seconds to get that going. Where is it? There it is. I want to just put something out there on the OnAir website that I'm doing this flight. So we are going to KTWM. Oh, why do I have to log in? How did I get logged out of that? I like having my extra iPads for my G1000, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Of course, I left my phone back behind me. I got to get my phone for my authorization. Hold on a sec. Two-factor. Okay, and as I just said before, as you know, I'm sitting in Cedar Rapids. So the good thing about The good thing about this is, hold on, I got to get my authorization here. So, got it. Okay. So the good thing about this is that we all loaded, yes and yes. We're going to KT. The thing that I like that's completely different between this, between OnAir and FS Passengers is I think it's huge. Um, with this, you have if you're in a certain spot, you're staying in that spot. You are not, you can't just jump from place to place to place. It's impossible and it's just not going to happen. The thing that's neat about it um, is you can not transfer, you can relocate yourself to a different spot. And when I did that from Cedar Rapids um, up to St. Paul to do the check ride, it took me an hour and 17 minutes for the transfer to happen. It's not immediate. So if I wanted to like relocate myself or move myself to another area, it's not just immediate, but which is kind of nice. I like the fact that you don't have to go out of it takes a little bit of thinking. Let me just put something out here quick. Share your screen. H. Okay, so as I said before, I'm going to slide this off the screen so that you guys aren't going to see, you'll actually see the plane move. So I'm going to go ahead and reposition the aircraft. As you can see, it says right here what we have loaded. We got the charters going, 6 passengers, no cargo. Can abort flight if I want, but there's no reason to abort it right now. And this is where you can just position your aircraft. And I'm going to go ahead and click on this off screen, and then you guys will be able to see it fly away. But let me get back into the left seat here. I'm going to go ahead and reposition. And they say when you reposition, make sure that you wait for all the traffic and all the scenery and everything to pop back in before you unslew, just in case you're sitting on top of something. As you can see, oh no, I've actually slewed into a couple of positions where I was like right on top of another plane. It's like, oops. That should be good, I think. Why won't it move around? Oh, I know why. Okay, so as you can see now, once I'm done slewing, yeah, exactly. Once I'm done slewing, it's basically it slews me up to the area. So I gotta exit out of the slew. So I hit Y, back in the plane, and as you can see here, it's actually showing no slew, no unlimited fuel, and crash detection is active. So it's ready to go now. Um, yeah, that's the one thing that I wish. I wish that MFS. I wish 2020 would change with the seasons. I mean, it's still green as can be, and obviously, it's not going to be green uh, in Terre Haute, Indiana. So it's just kind of frustrating. Masked Viper 2K2, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it very much. Um, so it's kind of frustrating that we're not seeing that yet. I kind of figured at some point we will. I don't know if there's an app or something that'll possibly do that. But as you can see, it's green as can be here, which is far, far, far from from realistic. So, um, anyway, let me go ahead and get Rex environment fired up here. Oh, I forgot I didn't move it over. Damn it. So much stuff I try to remember and I forget after my flight's done because it's like, okay, I'm gonna walk away for a while. I need to put a shortcut out on my desktop for that, and I just haven't done that yet. Oops. So here we are. We're now in Terre Haute. We're gonna make our flight um, up to. God, I never remember the name of the freaking Helgeson, Minnesota. As you can see here, looking on this, it is right there. And my Brainerd Lakes is my alternate. So if the weather's too bad, I'm going to show METARs and see what they have up here. 1805 knots, 10 statute miles clear. Oh, God, minus 13. Yuck. Yuck, yuck. 3005. Okay, 1805 knots, and that won't be bad. What's Brainerd? Don't tell me Brainerd doesn't have anything. What? Oh, it's Duluth. Okay, that's the Duluth. I think Duluth is like right here on the corner, so that's probably why it's showing me that. So the Duluth METAR. I'm very leery too with picking airport sizes because sometimes I get a little bit of afraid that if the airport's too small, I'm not going to find it, and especially with a plane this big, you're kind of hosed. Um, let me turn on my rear camera. I'll show you guys. I've got a bunch of extra stuff from since my last time streaming. Got two iPads running the G1000s in the screen. It's using the Semiotic G1000 apps. Then there's also a bridge that you have to install that'll actually push the information down to the iPads. It's really a neat setup. Absolutely cool setup. So let me go back here. I got to figure out my flight route. I'm going to try something new today. I've never ever tried using Victor routes in the G1000. I looked on some YouTube videos last night or this morning to find out how to do them. So we'll see if that works or not. Here, we're going to go up flight level 260. So let's go ahead and get that set in. 260, our weather. Oh, we got to get our weather started. I don't like having this much shit going on. I'm glad I got three monitors, or it'd be an absolute mess. So let's go ahead and start our weather synthesis. Let's start that now. Figure out what our altimeter setting is supposed to be. I don't know. This is okay, got the clouds just popped in, as you guys can see. Sometimes copy and paste doesn't work with a crap, and I don't know why. There it goes. Um, I'm not gonna mess with it. Screw it. It's frustrating. VMware has the option of being able to create routes, but if some of the airports aren't always in the database, so it kind of bounces you, and it's just like I'm tired of effing with it. Yeah, of course, no flights on. Screw it. I'm done. Okay, so our route is going to be Danville VOR and then Jet Route 84 and then OBK, Jet Route 101, BAE, Jet 89, Bagash, and then Nowick. So um, let me see if I can. And maybe I can't do it. Kind of afraid to do too much because sometimes this app, oh, it's going to work. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Oh, there we go. Oh, now you guys can see that. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and get the route put in here if we can. As you can see, it's connecting. The two iPads connect back and forth. This is the PFD. I've got the MFD app running on this one. So as you can see, they connected back together. So let me get this up here a little ways. I know one guy that I know actually puts both of these down here, and instead of he just puts them just like this so that you can actually see. And then let me remove this. He actually puts them both right here, so whatever you're doing on the iPad will actually pop up. I don't know if I can do two. You know what, it's worth a try. What the hell, I have a feeling it's going to turn off the other one. Yep. Damn it. Okay. I'm not going to mess with that then. Oh, it is doing both. Oh, Lord. Are you kidding me? Oh, no. Look at this. This is majestic. Okay, but I want to switch them. Listen to me. I want to switch them because I want them to be side. I wish I could get rid of this top header. Settings, but I bet I'm not going to be able to get rid of that. Music survey, graphics, mirroring, post processing, advanced. Always start air server. That's correct. Okay, it's not going to let me do that. But what I want to do for sure is set these so that they're always on top. I think I can do that right here. That way, if I click and move around, maybe that's not a good idea. I'll have to let you guys decide if you want to see those on top like that, or if you just as soon not. But I can. Oh, now I know one's smaller. Okay, they're not necessarily small. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to disconnect this one, and then I want to reconnect it. Okay, so now I want to reconnect it. Hopefully it moves over to the right now. I'm taking more time jacking with this than I am actually flying, but probably only going to do one flight this morning. It's already 10:30. It's probably going to take me at least till, yeah, I don't know yet. I might only do one flight today. I'll do the next one tomorrow morning. Come on, connect, buddy. Okay, maybe this won't work. I see that I'm using up quite a bit of CPU. Before without this on, I was running about 70 to 80, and now I'm down to 15. That's not gonna be good for flying. I'll guarantee you that right now. I guess I'm getting 40 in game. It's stuck right at 40, so that's good. Now, why did it work before and it doesn't want to work now? Damn it. Okay, maybe this won't work. Oh, there it goes. Perfect. It just caught. And it's right where I want it. Okay. So now let's get this down to size so it gets. Yeah, I wish I could get rid of that header. Man, that would be the bomb. If I could just get rid of that header. Well, we'll try it like this. Let me see how the flight plan stuff goes. So we're going to start off at K Huff. Come on. Good thing it is I can do this while the engines are off. K Huff, and then next we're going to Danville VOR. DNV. Really screwy because there's an actual VOR in Davenport that's DVN. When I first saw this VOR DNV, I'm like, wait a second, that's the same one. But the more I thought about it, okay, so there was that. Now we want to go menu, and then we want to go load airways, enter. We want to load J84, enter. Then we're getting off at OBK. So enter and then load. That's working fantastic. And then menu, load airway, enter. Oops, shit. Dagnabbit. Now I don't know how to go back. It's not cotton. There we go. J101, J84, OBK. Already did that one. Ah, dang it. I screwed up. OBK. I want to go back. I want to change this one. OBK and then J101. Menu. J101 is what I wanted to go to. Enter, and our exit is BAE. Enter. Load. And then J89. Enter, and we're going to escape on Bagash. Enter. Load. And then we're going to NOY. NOYIC. Should have gone the other direction. Noyak. And then 2K TMW. Oops. I bet it's KTWM, isn't it? Oh, it is. Damn it. TW. There we go. As soon as it couldn't find it, I'm like, okay, it's missing something. Two Harbors, Minnesota. Okay, so there we go. Our flight plan is set. Got that set up. Next, I'm glad that God, still wish I could somehow get rid of that block right there. That would be absolute to die for. But we can't, so we're not going to worry about it. And so then that's it. Okay, so now that is set. We got that set in there. Let's go ahead and, oh, you guys, yeah, you could see it. Okay, good. I thought, oh no, don't tell me I had it turned off. So let's go ahead and get the engine started. I'm looking for air server. We're going to shut that off for a sec. Although I can still see it, which is kind of annoying. Oh, okay. Air server doesn't need to be turned on because I've got it set. Yeah, I'm only getting 70 I'm only getting 28 FPS. This has been a killer. I'm up to 30. So I might have to just not use this. It's eating too much of my frames, unfortunately, but you guys were able to see how I put the flight plan in there, so that's a good thing. So let's go ahead and close this and my frames should go up. So let's go ahead. Okay, let's go ahead and get this bad boy started. Let's start the flight first with the engines off. Beacon nav and strobes are on because for whatever reason, that has to be like that in order for this program to work correctly. Beacon should be on. There it goes. So you have battery on. I don't know why it's engaging autopilot, but okay. So we have that on. We got strobe should not be on. Yeah, it's got to be on because for whatever reason it doesn't understand it doesn't get everything okay. So we have that on. Full fuel. Going to go ahead and start our right engine first. Auto ignition's on. Nav light on. Oh, that was on too. I don't know if I don't think it likes, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. So going to go ahead and start the right engine. Wait for it to get up to 12. And one up to 12. Then we're going to go ahead and give it some fuel. Low idle. Slowly coming online. Go ahead and go up. That can go off. That can go on. Just wait to get up to 12. You see it starting to spin. That's a good thing. When we get it to 12, we can go ahead and give fuel. I think it's once the ITT hits, what is it? Let me check here quick. Little idle 12, right ignition and engine 50% N1. So we're at 63, so we're good. High idle, right generator on. That can be turned off, and this can be turned off. Okay. So we're set. Now we can go ahead and go avionics on. Test okay. I like that guy. TAWS system test okay. Pitot heat. That doesn't work on the pitot heat, so I got to do that manually. Plenty of fuel over here, so you shouldn't have to any fears with that. I've almost filled it up except for the oh, here's override. I guess I could actually use it. Transfers pretty easy. I didn't know how easy it would transfer. Some of them are kind of a pain in the ass, so I can fill up that if I want. Here's auxiliary tanks. Should be empty. Yep. So that's good. Okay, we're all set there. Let's go ahead and get our weather 3308 knots. And let's zoom in on this and see what we have for runways. I think 32 is what I came in on. Yeah, I came in on 32. So we'll go ahead and taxi down to 32 with the winds 330 at 8. And we have 30.12 on the altimeter. So we'll go ahead and get 3012 on the altimeter. Um, 2020 does not do anything with the altimeter until you start moving and then it refreshes. It's really, really annoying. I thought that was at first a problem with Rex, but it sounds like it's a problem with everything.
Me and I'm gonna go to Shields. I need to get more socks. All my socks.
Just Venmo me how much they are and I'll just send them to you.
Okay, they all have holes. Shit.
You just bought some.
No, I bought them in the summer.
Oh.
Football practices, and then they're all just ripped out from football. I need to get performance ones because the ones I get like the night, like they're supposed to be cushiony, but they just rip out. The bottom just rip out so easily. I'll just tell you.
If they don't have the performance ones there, just get a pair and then I'll just order some on
yeah,
Amazon. Yep. Boy, it's getting geared up for basketball, which actually it's already started, but we didn't start practice until this last Wednesday because we were in online schooling, so they couldn't do anything. Not exactly how to run the props and stuff yet at this point. I have to be honest with you. So we're going to go ahead and taxi. The next thing I'm going to try is, God, what is it called? The ATC, pilot to ATC or something like that. Maybe I had to, no, I didn't. Yeah, I had the parking brake off. That was my mistake. Oh, I know why I didn't turn off. I didn't click. There we go. I've got a 30 button, 32 button Stream Deck over here that I'm using for all my views and for like the toggle views and engine start if I use engine start. So I want to go out here and I want to go to the left to get down to runway 32. Oops, taxi lights on. The thing of it is with this, it'll ding you if you're it'll ding you if you don't use the landing lights and some of the planes you have to have the strobes and the nav light on when you start them because it doesn't recognize the beacon. They're in the middle of trying to work through some of that stuff. It's kind of a pain right now, but not a whole lot you can do about it until till they're able to update the client app. Am I really, really? Oh my God. I need to fix this because my frames are shit. Yeah, I never could get into DCS. I don't know why. Are my frames really bad on your end? It looks like I'm looking at the video here and it looks like it's just really, really chopping. Terrible. I guess I could have looked both ways before I crossed the runway, but I didn't. Yeah, I'm only getting 24 frames in game two, and yesterday I was up to 70. My CPU is hammering because I'm guessing only 9% though. So anyway, we're heading out on 320. So let's go ahead and get our head. Oh, our heading's already set to 320, so don't have to worry about that. Got our altimeter set to 20 flight level 260. We're getting down to the end here, so I can go ahead and zoom back out on the range on the G1000, the MFD. Now I didn't put. Okay, I don't know what the deal is because I'm looking at my frames and my frames are low. And I'm looking at CPU and the CPU is only at 7.9, 8.3, 9.3. That's not doing terrible, and I've lost. Looks like I lost only 0.2%. So I don't know. It just looked really choppy when I looked quick. I probably have too much shit running on this machine. I need to see if I can somehow get um, the Rex moved over, WeatherForce moved over to my other PC would be a big help. In the online program, I can actually move that over to the other PC, but I just wanted to have you guys see how it worked as far as the interface. And I can't do that because the other PC I can't bring it across. So yeah, right now my frames are at 24 and they're typically, like I said, worst they were yesterday was 40. And at one point they got up to 70. So go ahead and get flap set. Oh geez, I guess I came out. These runway lights aren't in the right spot. Okay, so we're here. Let's go ahead and get taxi lights off, strobes on. Oh, what was that for? Oh, left generator. Oh, god dang it. Okay, and the thing of it is with the G1000s, I use all of the autopilot tools on the G1 on my iPads. Nothing on the screen here. It automatically transfers over to the screen. So I won't be doing anything touching any of this stuff up here. So we have strobes on, landing lights on. Let's check our flaps are on. Takeoff. We are ready. Full props. Full mixture. Brakes on. Get it to about 50%. And we're off. I have a hard enough time running the rudder when I'm sitting in the seat, let alone everything being backwards when I'm sitting in front. I got to readjust my rudder pedals too. Take off at about 100 knots. Actually, this plane actually kind of pretty much lifts itself right off the runway when it's ready to fly. Gear up. Yep, I know the ITT's high. I'm pulling it back. Pull the props back to 16. Flaps up. Go to a heading of about 0 or 300 or 360 to get to on course. That'll be a little higher. Let's roll some trim into this baby. I typically don't start to get the autopilot going until I've got, I'm like almost on the magenta line, and then I'll just go ahead and select. Yeah, I like how we're getting icing. Nice. Oh, come on. Seriously? That's enough. Okay, imagine that. It seemed to clear off fairly quickly. That works well. I didn't think icing even was supposed to work, but oh well, it seems like it is. Yeah, I know, I did it. Gives you some warnings for some typical stuff. Usually I'm climbing at about 2,000 feet a minute right here, so I was kind of not paying attention. I go ahead and get autopilot on. Slowly getting closer to the magenta line. Cool. See you, Keith. I had some really bad oscillation problems yesterday, and I don't know if wasn't sure if it was related to just the weather being funky or if it was actually an issue with the plane. I'm not sure. Okay, we're getting very close to the magenta line. I'll go ahead and switch it over to, don't need to be quite so nose up. Let's go down to about 1,800 feet a minute. Now I put it at 2,000. I want to keep the speed up just so we're not killing all of our good ground speed and get the iPad going here with ForeFlight on it. It's another option I have too. Let's go flight plan. Let's clear. We are going Huff to DNV. Jet route 84 to OBK. Oops, K not I. Jet route 101, is it? Or 89? 101 to BAE. Jet route 89 to Bagash. It's probably up by Oshkosh. And then KTWM. Oh, Nowick. I forgot Nowick. There we go. That's now set. It's not what I wanted to see. That belongs over here. You guys should still, oh shit, I missed hitting the nav button. Oops, blew right through it. So we're going above 11,000, so off with the landing lights. Okay, why isn't air server turning on? Why isn't it turning on? That is strange. Let's transform this. Let's just center it on screen. Oh, it's completely missing. What the hell? Oh, I had it locked. Let's try this again. Transform, center on screen. Oh, it's completely missing. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to use it. Plus, it's hogging my frames. There, done. Yeah, the one thing I need to do is get the flight plan. Can I click on that? Nope. Import the flight plan into the sim, and then it'll show up. It'll show up on here. Although it's not going to be used, you can still see the route. I don't know how easy it is to put it up there now. I can try it, see what happens. Let's see what happens here. DNV. Let's cancel. Let's try this. Will it let me go to? Nope. Okay, so that won't let me put that won't let me put that won't let me put a jet route in. So OBK. It's going to be close enough. It won't be exact. And then BAE. Bagosh. Oops. I don't know what this is doing on here. So BAE. Okay, then go here. Bagosh. Okay, we'll say this: when it's summertime, it's hotter than shit in my office. And when it's wintertime, it's hot as shit in my office. Okay, we need to get the altimeter set back to 29902. Set. Noic. And we've got heated floors in the basement. And so when it's hot, it's hot. I got all these computers in here running. And it's hot. And then we're going to KTWM. Enter. And it still didn't do anything. That's not the destination. There we go. Now we're on it. Kind of surprised it's not showing the waypoints, but whatever. Hell, for all I know, I put it in there as direct to KTM. Who knows? Okay, we're almost to altitude. Right now we're getting 227 over the ground, climbing at 1,800 feet. We're gonna put this down. Good, about 1,000 feet a minute now. That way we can just make sure we keep our speed up. Gets us there all the quicker. We should end up getting about 280, 270. What do we have for weather at 27th? 193 at 23 knots. So we should be doing good. So we'll have a pretty good tailwind. We'll have a very good tailwind. I hate that when I'm using my scroll wheel on the machine on the right, it actually moves the scroll wheel on this, which kind of irritates me. I'm going to turn off the rear cam. Don't need it right now. 10 frames per second. Yikes. Can't really tell if you guys are, we're almost to altitude. We're getting 290 over the ground now, so that's the oscillation I was talking about yesterday a little bit. Well, now it stopped. Maybe it was just me moving the mouse around just now. Might have done some of it. We're currently over the Danville VOR. I'm going to make a small turn to the right. Okay, my stream that 18 frames per second. Yeah, that's getting crushed. I'll have to look at my settings. I'm not sure what's going on. We're almost 2,000 or 26,000. I'm going to close my or open my window over here quick. Want it to be too bright. And we are there. Flight 0260. 334 knots. That's better. It's going to be about an hour and 20 minutes. What time will that be? About 12:30 or so. I'll be landing. Perfect. See if sink and prop would help any. No, inoperative. Nope, not going to help a bit. Yeah, I'm glad all that works. That's in op. Guessing all this stuff. Oh, the wipers actually work. It's good to know all this stuff works. Just as a well, now that I say that, then I see in op, in op, in op. 353 right now. So you got 20 frames, which is crap. I'm gonna have to look into moving it over to my other machine. I just don't really want to. I'm just kind of nervous with the trying to get my video over. I see that the plane's not following anything, so oh well. definitely going to look into. I just don't know how to get video over that other machine. So I do not like 26 frames. 26 frames isn't bad when it dips down to when it dips down to 10 and 15 is when it's a killer. I'm still on 0.2%. Oh shit. Sorry. Uh-oh. I don't have any mouse movements. Oh, there we go. I thought I locked up. It's saying my stream quality is good. Okay, now it's setting at 60. So maybe, God, I wonder if it's an issue with my network, because now I'm at 60 and it's doing good. Still at 60, no issues at all. My strobes are on, but I don't see any strobe. Very light, very faint if there is a strobe there. Is that it? That must be it there. That's kind of not the best. Now it's down to 13 frames. I'm going to try something. I'm going to shut down. I think I can shut this down and not have it affect anything. I think I can bring it up on the other page. Let's see what happens with that. So that's offline. Let's bring it up over here. Like I said, I kind of wanted to keep that up there just so I could show people the interface, but at this point it's like, I don't know if I care. I just soon have you guys be able to see it. I'm at 13 frames right now. 14. So it's just, and if I move my hand, it's sitting there just shaking. Does that, yeah. I just fired up the new my other. Uh-oh. Did I just lose this job? Did I just lose this job? Son of a. I was told I could do that. Oh, I know why. Never mind. I got to fire up wide client. Well, maybe I can't do that. Yeah, now we're back to 60 frames. There's got to be something happening during the stream that is making this do this. There has to be something because it's up and down, up and down, up and down. I would think if there were issues, it would be just straight on. Crap. I may have just lost the first part of this. I did. I thought I could shut that down. If I click position aircraft in simulator, I think it's going to bonk. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, that was not a good move. Shouldn't have done that. Okay, I won't ever try that again. I'm not sure what's going to happen now. I thought I read somewhere that I could actually change that and then come back to the flight. I'll have to look. I'll be back. I'm going to go get a coffee refill. All right, I'm back. Coffee break is over. Oops, helps if I turn that off. Looks like we're just coming up to O'Hare. Let me see if I can get. I didn't like it before, but let's try it again. Oop, I don't want to do that one first. I want to do this one first. Let me see where it's going to show up. Oh, of course it shows up over here. These are on my iPads at my right back down. Oh, you can't see them. My iPad's right here in front of me. These are the actual app. It's called Semiotics. Semiotics G1000. It's a great app. I just need to reduce them down here. I wish I could. The one thing I wish I could do is get rid of this top bar. So I could do that. It would be absolutely perfect to just set right in here. But I just can't. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. I don't know if there's another app out there that could do that. Because that's like perfect right there. My frame is going. My FPS is going crazy on my stream. It's going from 13 to 60 back to 14, and it's all over the place. Drop frames are not bad, only 2.2%, but it's just I don't know why all of a sudden it goes to crap and then it's good again. It's not doing I'm not doing anything different on this end. I don't know why either. I think you can set up for the semiotics, I think you can set up specific profiles for the different planes. I don't have a King Air profile because I know for a fact that 227 knots is not overspeed. It has to go way, 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 way down before you'll see an overspeed in this plane. But yeah, I'm getting 75, 75, 74 FPS on that. Only 26 on the others. So the low volts is a issue with the semiotic app. They just haven't figured it out yet. Not exactly sure what's wrong with it. But now I'm perfectly right on 60 frames. I do not know. Because if I move my hand here, yeah, it's right. It's right to nothing at all. No stuttering at all. I here's what I'm seeing on this. CPU's not bad. Frames, I mean, the frames have been going back and forth. I'll take 0.2% any day. I've been streaming now for, I think I've got this set. Hey, Ranger, how's it going, man? Um, I'm actually doing a on-air flight, so I've got a set specific parameters where I'm going, departure and arrival airports. Yeah, hour and a half. I've dropped 700 frames, so I'll give point 0.2, and I'll do that in a heartbeat. Let's declutter some of this. That's kind of a mess. Yeah, I want more than that. Let's just go to clutter. Yeah, that way we know where the VORs are if we go to clutter 1. The next flight I'm taking, after I take a short break, I'm going to fly down to Mount Pleasant. Um, I hope this flight works out okay. I don't know. I can't guarantee it's going to because I've had some issues. So if I go to pending jobs, the next flight I'm going to take is this one here. Oh crap. That would be from Two Harbors, almost straight south down to Mount Pleasant. It's right there, and my main base is CID right here because I live right there. I'm right between Iowa City. The Iowa City airport is right here, and this is obviously Cedar Rapids. I basically live right between the two of them. But it's quicker to get here because it's all interstate versus once you get off interstate, there's a bunch of in-town driving. Yeah, there's the airport right there. It's a pain in the ass to get from here to the entrance because you've got all stoplights the whole way along here. And going up to Cedar Rapids, it's all interstate. You basically get off, there's one stoplight right there, and the rest of it's all smooth sailing. So anyway, that's the plan for the next flight. Whether I stream that or not, I'm not exactly sure. I should be, this is 54 minutes. I'm getting 357 knots over the ground, so moving right along at a pretty good clip. But that's why I can't necessarily suggest flights. I'd like to be able to do that. I mean, if you've got something you'd rather have me do, just send me a message. I've got no problem doing that at all. It is so strange. I've been busting right at 60 the entire time for quite a while now. I wonder if can I bring this over any further to get it closer? Just kind of concerned with my arm would be in the way if I brought it too close, but that's not too bad. See, I've got my flight panel right here, or my multi-switch here. Got my throttle quadrant, and then I've got two more of the SATEC panels on the far right over here. Two iPads, one iPad to run my stream, and one iPad for ForeFlight. Four iPads running right now. And I'm glad I opened the window. Oh, but shit, with that rear cam on, you can't even see my other iPad. There we go. I'll have to check. I was kind of concerned with running I was kind of concerned with running the NVIDIA for for my Streamlabs because 2020 takes so much GPU. I didn't want to bog down the GPU running Streamlabs. So I think I'm running it off the CPU, and I can't check it now because it's yeah, I can't check it now because I'm actually running live. So unfortunately, I can't do that. If we didn't have this issue with oh shit, be able to see Lake Michigan over here, but not with a cloud cover. We can't. Okay, now it's down to 44, 31, 50, then it's back up to 55, 47. Now is when it's really hitting, and I don't know what's changed that would influence the FPS difference. I don't get it. I do not get it at all. It's not as bad as it was before. I was dropping down into the teens. Let me check. No, there it is. Let me check my speed test and see where I'm at speed test. Now it's down to 29. Yeah, I'm getting 315. I should be getting more than 315 though. I might try plugging directly into my router instead of going through this switch. You know what I could do? I could take that rear cam. Then I could just copy my face cam border and then put another border over around that. That's not too bad, is it? I don't mind that. Should be taking a little bit of a left-hand turn any second. Frames are still decent. Cannot complain about that. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oops. like I mentioned, just going to add this bad boy right now. Oops. Wait a second. I thought I thought I was holding down the shift key. I was holding down the control key. There we go. Now I'll get out of your way. 46 minutes. Now we can see the ground. Should maybe be able to see the Lake Michigan a little bit. Of course, it's not doing any good without. And you can kind of see Lake Michigan out in the distance. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I thought I moved that a little more than I wanted. What do we have for weather now? Let's see, 24,199 at 15 knots. So we've lost quite a bit of tailwind. Here's the Weather Force app. I was 31 degrees, 22.3006, wind direction 310 at 5 knots. And this is where I was getting the 20, we're at 26,000. So 199 at 15 knots, maybe add a little bit. It might be 190, something like that, 180. So it's not doing that much, not much difference. Outside air temperature shows minus 21. This is showing minus 36. That seems to be off a little bit, not terrible. It wasn't as bad as it was before. Before they were having issues where it was like showing 40 degrees at flight level 360, negative 40, and it was actually negative 90 in game. It was showing up on the through weather force. So that's definitely been fixed. I do need to take a short break between flights. I gotta make a quick run. Gotta make a quick run. Keep forgetting today's the first of the month. Just I mean, it just seems odd. Actually, you don't really need that. You don't need this camera back here because we've got what's showing up here actually up on the screen. So I'm going to shut that off. Oops, shit. I need to set that up as a got to reset that one up. Just fixing up a few things here. We're going to be getting close to starting our descent. We're getting up to 650 feet a minute, 39 minutes. We're given the fact we're at flight level 260. It's going to take a little while to get down. Not terrible. I'm used to flying like I'm used to flying the DA-62 at like 10,000 feet. It's like that's easy. That's the easy part. Let's go ahead and get the weather. That's the one thing that sucks about, and they're fixing it. Weather force. I'd hope that at some point you could just go click search weather, but they wanted to keep stuff at a minimum. Let's not always put this on top. They wanted to kind of keep this to a minimum. Um, so they're not going to do that right now. Once you got synthesis running, none of these buttons are gonna work. Nothing you can do in here, which is unfortunate, but they're in the midst of changing that. I put in the request in our last meeting, and you'll be able to hit search weather in case I was wondering what the weather's gonna be like when I come up to my airport. So that is not it's going to be changed, which is good, very good. So let's go ahead and get it off of the iPad. My feet are getting cold. Okay, what we have for weather is zero at 0 knots. 10 statute miles clear, -4, dew point -8. So let's just go ahead and let's see what they have for procedures. Come on. Approach procedures, they've got runway 6 or runway 24. So we're going to go ahead and use 24. And I don't like that. Yeah, that's okay. We'll just use Whirl as we'll just use vectors. So let's get that set up on here. Select approach. Two, four, enter. We're going to just use vectors. We're going to load it, but not save it. Or not activate it, I'm sorry. So there, now it's loaded. So once we get to NOAC, we can go ahead and start our, Once we get to NOAC, we can go ahead and start our approach maybe, unless it might be too far out. If it's too far out, then I'm going to do a little bit sooner. Yeah, NOAC will work. I'll have to start my descent earlier than that, but NOAC will work. Let's go ahead and flip back to the other page. Exactly. Fixed Oompa Loompa. Thank you, man. Yes, no excuses. 0 at 0 and it's cold, which makes the plane fly all the better. I was boiling in here. I opened my window over here, made it a little brighter in the room. I got sun on my face, but now my feet are freezing. You can see my transponder code I have set to 2020 just because it sucks. No excuses at all. You are correct. So we're making our final turn. Oh, another thing I wanted to do, I always forget, is I wish I could set this to track up. There's a problem with this app, and I've yet to figure it out what's up. But every time I'm done flying, I've got to delete the app on the iPad. And then before I get started on the next flight, once I shut it down, if I don't shut it down, I'm good. But once I get out of the app and I go back, it's mandatory that I shut it down, which kind of sucks. I mean, I'm sorry, remove it and then reinstall it. Because if I have any waypoints saved, any flight plans saved, any of that stuff, I lose all of them. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to try turning off. Fuck, where is it? Oh, it must have minimized. I'm going to try shutting off my NVIDIA information and see if that clears up. Yes, it does. Now, can I close that? Nope. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's going to always have that black box up here. Always, I guess, unfortunately. Oh, fuck, I didn't want to do that. Oh, shit. Man, I wish there was some way that I could turn off this bar, but I can't. I don't know. It's not really air server. It's actually semiotics. And it's just how it is. I don't know why, but I mean, no, yeah, it's not even close to what the other one looks like. And I don't know. I don't know if this is like a modified G1000 for this one versus the normal G1000 that you'd see in a normal GA plane. I'm not sure. Scully, let's knock that crap off, man. I don't know what the fuck you're doing here, but let's mute you. He's gone. Won't have to worry about him anymore. Yeah, it's. I'm not sure. I mean, I can still go down here and use the menu button and bring the stuff up on the other iPad. It won't come up on. It won't come up on. Well, there's no. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's nothing there to even have to even put anything in. So I guess they won't do that. Yeah, basically the air server is just showing what's on my two iPads. Oh, you can't see that. Let's flip this back on. So you can see I've got the iPads here that are connected through a bridge between the PC and the iPads, and these are running a Semiotic uh, G1000 app. I think let me make sure that I've got this right. I'm going to just find the nope, that's not it. Did I spell it wrong? I did. Here's the app here. That's where I've got the software from. It's really kind of cool. I'd love to be able to buy the bezels, but they're like $1,000 a piece. It's like that ain't happening. That's not happening at all. I wished I could, but something just dinged. Oh well. You can bring the bezels up on both of these too if you want, just by clicking in the corner. I don't dislike it. I just like to have them full screen if I can. Yeah, they're just so big of a border around them. If I can go full screen with them, I will. Occasionally, you've got to switch the MFD off full screen so you can adjust some of the like the heading and all that kind of stuff. They've been very good with customer support too. I've been getting messages back and forth with them with the issue I've been having. They think it's a faulty database and on mine, but I don't know how that can be given the fact that I uninstall I uninstall the app and then reinstall it. So basically, it's a new database every time. So I'm not sure why that is. I'm not sure at all. I gotta check fuel. Oh, I'm way good. Okay, perfect. I kind of liked having those on top. So I ever clicked off of them, then they would always pop. They'd still stay there. But they got some really nice stuff. Panels, the whole works. I mean, I'll pull that side up. Yeah, I'd love to get this panel. That would be so nice. I'd hate to guess the price on it though. Now, the thing of it is too, it's great if that's all you're gonna fly. That's the only thing you'll fly is GA. But given the fact that I do a little bit of everything, I don't necessarily like it. Um, but it'd be really nice. Where's the? Oh, here we go. There we go. That's what I'd like. You can actually take your iPads and put them into these bezels. The knobs work, everything, and it connect. I believe it connects uh, either USB or they're creating a new interface that'll work with G1. Oh Jesus, G1000. That'll work with Bluetooth. Yeah, just looking at the bezels alone, there's two different bezels. One of them. Oh, yeah. Wait a second. What's the difference? Oh, this might be both of them. Oh shit, both of them for 1500 or just a single one. Well, wait a second. Oh, that's right. That's a savings. My bad. I'm like, wait a second. You're not even saving any money, but you are. That'd be so nice to just have them sitting there right now. I've just got mine sitting in a just a normal soft case, and I've got a block 4x4 chunk of wood that's holding them up. Pretty sophisticated, isn't it? But here's the apps that I've got. You basically need uh, here's the usage. You can either do one or do both, and they'll work together. Down here, you'll see the oh shit, where is it? Oh, destination is 119.325. Let's see how quickly we start getting that. But yeah, what you need here is you need this G1000 bridge, which is an app that runs on your desktop, and then it basically talks back and forth to the two iPads. I haven't connected to. I haven't done X-Plane for so long. I haven't even downloaded that app yet. That'd be really interesting to try this with the TBM 930. That would be a sweet combination. And then your actual apps. Oh, the actual apps you have to actually get on the machines. You just do a search in the uh, Apple Market to find them. App, yeah, whatever you call it. Apple Market, Apple Place, Apple Store, Apple Store. We'll see how quickly we get the AWAS. So right now my iPad is showing that we need to descent to the destination at 1,040 feet per minute. The VNav is supposed to work on this. You got it, flight VNav work, flight level change, both of them. I did not set that up when I loaded the approach, so it's not going to work for me right now. And if you missed it earlier, you can get. I don't know if I can. It'll show. Yeah, you can get different apps here, customizations. Um, if I change this, maybe I can't change it when it's running. Um, I don't know how to buy these, but if I could change them, I would create a customization for each plane that I fly so that it would all be accurate as far as I know I'm not over speeding at 227 knots. There's no way in hell. You can see that right here. It's showing an overspeed. I'm not overspeeding. May as well put that up there. I think it'll show traffic on there, I believe. Once we get to 1500, I'll start my descent. Those interested, I'm using the NVIDIA broadcast app. Ah, shit. That's not going to be very good. Using the NVIDIA broadcast app for my stream here with the mic and the blurry background and that kind of stuff. It's kind of nice. It's very nice. It's free. It works nice for me. I thought I set those to always on top. Didn't I? Well, maybe not. I'm going to close the window here quick. My feet are freezing. There we go. Darken up the room a little bit. Got 20 minutes till we land. I need to adjust that other screen a little bit to get my border up there a little bit better. There we go. Oh, there we go. What? What was that wind? 021 at 122. 122 knot winds? What the hell? That's not a frickin' 021 at 122. Yeah, I'll believe that. Wow. Unreal. Unreal. That's a bunch of bogus crap. Wow. Pilot to ATC is going to be my next upgrade. I've got it. I just haven't installed it yet. It's going to take me a little bit of time to get used to it, but if I'm streaming, I'd like to use it just to kind of keep the audience and keep everyone kind of involved, if you want to call it that. I'm hoping that I didn't completely screw the pooch on this flight because I thought I read somewhere where while you were flying, you could close the app and open the app. I tried that and that didn't work. I have a feeling what it actually read was you can get off of the flight tracking page and look around at other pages and then come back to it, not physically close it down. So we'll see what happens if I screwed the pooch on this flight and I got to do it again. Then I guess I'll be doing this flight this afternoon. I won't be doing the flight I'd hope to, but we'll see. I've done dumber things. I've taken off before and forgot to start the app in FSE, but so far I'm liking this more a little bit more than FSC. It's a little bit more um how do I say this? You have to fly the route. You have to basically take off from the airport you're at last. You can't just like bounce around from place to place to place. You can transform yourself or not transform yourself. You can move from place to place. Let's say like if you go to company and you go to employees, I can basically take myself and manage, and I can relocate myself. Actually, relocate, this isn't quite the same thing. The relocate thing means that you're actually moving all of your operations and everything to another spot. This, I think it's called transfer or transform or something along those lines, where it'll actually take you transport. It'll take you and move you to another airport. And when I did that the other day, because I based out of CID in Cedar Rapids, which is a 20-minute jog from my house. We're at 1510. So um, I had to transport up to St. Paul, KSTP, to do the check ride and to rent the plane. And in order for me to do all that stuff, I had to transport myself up to STP, and it took like an hour and 15 minutes. So it's not something that I can just say, "Hey, I want to go fly from this airport," and you can just move and go do it. Rent a plane there and go do it. You have to physically be at that airport from your previous flight or transport yourself, which is kind of cool. Basically makes you maintain, a pretty good realism of a pilot. Um, going from place to place. So let's go plates. So let's see, we have to be at 3,000. So let's go ahead and set our altitude down to 3,000. Down to 3, and we're going to go vertical speed. We're going to set the nose down to 1,500. I'll pull the power back so I don't overspeed. If this flight works, I'm hoping as soon as I get back, I'm going to do another flight. I've got to run some errands. Got to go to the pharmacy to pick up a script, and I've got to run to stop by the bank quick. I keep forgetting today's the first. Got to transfer some money. Um, Actually, I can do that online. Anyway, I still have to. No, I'm not. I'm going to do it online, but I still have to. I still have to go get a script, so that's got to happen for sure. Yeah, the thing that I'm not seeing on this that worked pretty decently on the uh not only the BE36 but also on the DA62 is the gauges acted pretty close, like the EGT and all that kind of stuff. The fuel quantity worked pretty close. It's just not even anywhere near correct on this. I think just because it's a different type of plane. I've been meaning to see how that green screen functionality worked on the NVIDIA app. What? Let's see if it changes anything here. Right now it's set to black background blur, but I can go to background removal and it completely wipes everything out. It's actually not too bad. I noticed as I moved around before, it's not too bad at all. I might have to try that a little bit. It's right here. It's just a little app, NVIDIA broadcast. You can change it to blur. You can set how much it's blurred to no. I thought it was supposed to. Oh, there's no blur, and there's yeah. I kind of like the full blur because no, I don't play guitar, but it kind of looks neat when it's blurred like that. You can change it to background replacement, which you could like set up a file and put a file behind it, or background removal, which basically, or you can. This is kind of neat too. If you go to auto frame, as I move around, it follows me. I'd never ever use that though. Plus, it's zoomed in way the hell too far. Oh, that's better. I don't. Well, I used to play guitar, but that's just a guitar. I thought it'd be kind of neat to have back there, but don't use it though. So we're going to go back to blur. Anyway, that's the NVIDIA app. Okay, got to remember the one thing that's neat. It's still in the works. It's got some things to fix. Um, but I have to, uh, On Air has to get a little bit more specific with lights. Um, I like the fact landing lights off above 10,000, on below 10,000. It'll ding you for over 250 knots below 10,000 feet, which I like. But the beacon and nav lights on, a lot of people, well, as soon as the plane is powered, actually the beacon light's on all the time. As soon as you turn the battery on, the beacon starts. That's how I've always been taught. That's how I've always done it. This, you have to have the beacon and the nav light on because some of the newer planes don't have a beacon. All they have are navs and strobes. Um, so it kind of took me for a loop. It's a small negative. It's like 0.1%. It's not really affecting your uh, your standing, but it's just one of those things. It's just kind of a just got to remember it. So let's go ahead and get our 3015 on the altimeter. So as soon as we get to 18, we'll go ahead and put 3015 in. We're getting there. Counting down, counting down. As you can see on the iPad G1000, it's got the approach loaded, and also it's got the mist. Okay, we just went through transition altitude, so up to oops, wrong button. Up to 3015 we go. Ah, my fat fingers. So we're now at 3015. As soon as we hit NOIAC, I'm going to go ahead and start the process, the approach. There you go. So basically, after the mist, you go out to Gibby, take a right hand and go out, a right hand turn and go out and hold at FOSSUP, which should show that on the plate. Yep, FOSSUP at, let's see, it doesn't say. So 3600 to Gibby, track 284 to FOSSUP. No, 3600. Stay at 3600. Yep, I was thinking it was higher than that, but so between 11 and 10,000, we're going to flip on the landing lights. I honestly flip all the lights on if I'm flying just normal VFR. The lights are always on, landing lights and taxi light. Keep looking over my iPad if you guys are wondering what I'm looking over to the left for. So on the heading, we're going to go at about a heading of 030. I'll go 02 with 01s. Let's go 010 should be good. I'm gonna go down a little. As soon as I get done with this flight, I know what I'm gonna have to do. Charge batteries. Give it one more shot in. Once we pass NOAA, it's gonna switch over and oops. Yeah, it's gonna switch over and we'll be able to see it then. Duluth, that's just to the left up there, is my missed destination if we miss. So once we pass NOAC, we're going to go ahead and just go direct 010. Or I shouldn't say direct. We're going to go on vectors. Frames have been pretty good lately. It's been stuck at 60. I wonder if my kid was upstairs playing Xbox or some shit and slowing my connection down. I have to go kill him. Tell him to go to school. Okay, once we hit NOAA, we're going to go in heading mode. Well, I just hit heading. Oh, there it goes. Let's go about 360. I don't think we need to go quite that far. Let's put it right there at 350. Hey, how's it going, man? Andrew. Did you get Cedar Rapids done for 2020 yet? Kind of kidding. I know you've been busy doing other stuff, but okay, we're here we go. I'm glad I caught that landing light on as we approach 10,000 feet. And where are we here? We are 3015, so altimeter stays the same. We're out over the water. Okay, so I'm going to turn the always on top off for a second while we toggle outside. I'll come up over the water now. I believe that is I believe this is Minnesota and we're departing. We're over Wisconsin now. That's Minnesota, I believe. Let's see. We're looking for what's that iPad? We're looking for WA. Oh, iPad is the okay. Never mind. My pad is like it. I got to go start clear out at the top far right. Okay. Yes, it is a rotunda now. I haven't been to the terminal in a long ass time. They redid a lot of stuff since I've been there. A lot of stuff. I wish this plane had the gear warning horn that you could quiet the gear warning horn, but it doesn't. Kind of frustrates me. So I got to get down to 3,000. Getting there. If I have to do a little bit of some S turns, or maybe even turn out to the right a little bit more, out to the east, I'll do that if I have to. Oh, Omaha, cool, awesome. Is it pretty easy to port that stuff over? I'm guessing you're designing it so you can easily create it on both. I would imagine. Still at 3015. Yeah, they had wins 1-2 at what the hell did they say? Wins are 1-2 at. Listen to these wins. No, Okay, so it must be the winds. It must be the winds at the altitude you're at. Ah, okay, all right. But the new stuff you're doing is probably gonna it probably works out perfect. Yeah, let's. The winds must be based on altitude. Yeah, because before it was like 0 to 1 at 112 knots. I'm like, oh, nice. Like that's really happening. Usually I see some lights by now, but I'm not seeing any lights. Ah, go ahead and go. Why not your flaps? I think it's pretty safe to say we can start turning back to the west. This just floors me. I don't see any lights, anything. Usually you see the lights at some point. I'm wondering if it's like right up in here. I'm going to go ahead and activate vector define one. Oh, wait, what's that? Okay, so let's go ahead and switch up our heading a little bit more. Kind of give myself vectors into the. So it's got my, we got the glide slope on there. We got the localizer for the GPS approach, but so that should be it about right there. I should probably just about catch Werrell. Man, I still don't see the airport. This is weird. No, there I see it. I got it now. Right there. Off with the autopilot. Down with the gear. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. Second notch of flaps, going to go full prop. Winds at 0 at 2 knots. Okay, I get different freaking wind information from everything I look at. Got 3 gears or 3 lights. I got everything set. Yeah, I wish they would change the. Wish I could somehow get this to change to fall color, foliage instead of summer. The green. That'd be so cool. I doubt whether those trees are right there, but damn. Little too fast on approach. I was kind of nervous about clipping one of those trees, but okay. So landing lights off, taxi lights on. Up with the flaps. Little concerned. Yeah, the foliage is just bad. I wish it somehow could get rid of that. That's my one. That's the one thing I wish there was some way to change the so that we had summer, fall, winter, especially winter. I mean, it should be, and maybe not snow up here, but within the next, I would think in the next few weeks there's going to be snow up here, but whatever. Put a little idle. Look at that windsock. That's what you call. Look at that. Not sure what to do. Oops, there she goes. I do say that the how they have these airports laid out, it's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely fantastic. They look just gorgeous. Let's park over by the fire truck. Guess I light up an engine later. Oh, don't move, fire truck. I'd hate to run into you. You have to call another. Oh, fuck. Let's spin this baby around. Okay, make sure all of our lights are on. Taxi lights off. Parking brake on. Avionics off. Okay, so we'll see what I got here. So comfort bonus obtained, so 5% bonus. Aircraft handling bonus obtained 5%. I got dinged. Lights were on at engine shutdown, except beacon or strobes. So I had my nav lights on. Oh my God. Okay, I knew I did this. I knew I did more than 250 knots under. That's when I first took off. I wasn't climbing out quick enough. It was kind of sad, but so let's go back to my company and where did I find that? Not balance sheet, income statement. Yes, I just got paid $19,050 for that one. So we did good. We've done good. So far, expenses are 43,000, revenues are 74,000. So we're up 30, we're up 31,000. And part of this is aircraft rent. As soon as I return one of the rents, well, as soon as I turn rent on the um, DA62, I'll get like $2,900 back. So anyway, oops, I guess you guys can't see that one. I don't have it over far enough. Anyway, I am out of here for the day, at least for now anyway. I might possibly do something this afternoon, this evening. Not exactly sure, but anyway, thanks for following along, guys. Take care. Good luck with getting your sceneries out, Andrew. I'll check them out. The local stuff I will buy for sure, and we'll kind of go from there. Anyway, thanks, guys, for watching, and peace out.